Nah, for real though. Like I was saying in the last life, right? Yo, it's one thing like you gotta keep in mind, bro. Like all them shit that be happening, like right when it comes to relationship, toxic relationship. There's a type, bro. Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying. I know y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying. I was gonna say eat me up, but I know y'all gonna get on me, right? In the comments, but bro, there's a type though. Like there's a type, but look at the woman in all those in most of those situations, bro. Like I would say 95% of those crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Look at the woman, but there's a type. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that in mind though. Like we gonna watch this video. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. There's a type, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing. She you know what I'm saying? She beautiful. I'm just saying, like, that's giving like toxic. You feel me?
It can be fixed. Don't pull the trigger. Put it down. Adeem, put it down, buddy. Don't do it, man. Put it down.
Don't pull the trigger. Don't do it. The deputy's voice crackles through body camera footage as a 14-year-old boy stands in the darkness, a gun pressed against his temple. Just hours earlier, Tiffany Harris had posted on Facebook, "I want my children to always know, if something don't feel right, come home." By 4
And they always on Facebook. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not being racist or none, but there's a fucking type, bro. Like them shit keep happening to. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're always on Facebook. They're always putting their business on Facebook. It be it be girls with like, you know what I'm saying, tweet baby daddies. Like you talking shit about your baby daddy. You putting your business on the internet. You got more. You got other like bird brains like your girlfriends, your friends and shit like that. Them motherfuckers ain't gonna tell you what's right. Now they in your comment like hyping you up. Like yeah, bitch. Like you feel me? Just go look at all those crime videos that happen like with relationship and shit like that, but like there's a type. Look at the woman. Look at the man. I'm not judging nobody, but like I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
p.m. on September 16th, 2023, she would be dead. Shot by the very child she promised would always
The
have a
fuck?
home. This is the story of 16 minutes that changed everything. But to understand how a son could murder his mother, we need to go back to when Tiffany first realized her family was falling apart. Tiffany Harris was 39 years old, a mother of 3 working at
She look
Bayshore
good.
Convalescent.
Don't get me, you know what I'm saying? But what that look giving though? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we're being real. You messing with a woman like that, but like shit. Yeah, the sex might be crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing, like the sex might be crazy, but I feel like everything else, like her mouth when she talk, what she talk about, like a nigga like me, but like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Them type always looking for trouble. Them type can't be happy in a relationship for long. If that relationship going like on 1 month, like we haven't had a fight, that's a problem. That's our type. You know what I'm saying? You got a lady like this, right? Toxic as fuck. Sex drive probably crazy. You know what I'm saying? No sense. Probably got at least like 4, 5 like other like, you know what I'm saying? Like ratchet friends. Bro, then you got a nigga like with no sense. Most of them niggas be trying to play straight. They really ain't straight for real. Cause if you straight, like it's a lot of shit that come with being. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of knowledge you're gonna get in the straight. Like the situation like moving forward, there's a lot of situations like you're gonna know how to handle better. So most of them guys be playing straight, so they don't know what's going on for real. You see what I'm saying? So from the moment you meet somebody like this, but like if you got some sense, like yo, put that in your head, like yo, I'm gonna stay around for a month, then I'm out of here. You gotta think like that. There's no good outcome. There's no good outcome. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about her. Like, I'm talking about the look. You feel me?
Center in Florida. Her children were her world. Lakendra, Devon, and 14-year-old
Mm-hmm.
Adim.
There you go.
Her new
Yeah.
boyfriend, Cortevious Cruz, went by AQL when he rapped. In one song, he spit the line, "My gun on my waist first before my shoe."
Myself, I'ma be just like you, make sure you live on. Grab my gun off the dresser on my waist before my shoes on. My uncle got set up by a bitch, so I can't move.
On that September afternoon, 5 bullets would tear through his body. He would survive.
That's cool. Hell nah. That's how the nigga they just showed I was rapping. That's not cool, bro. Hell nah, bro.
My uncle got set up by a bitch, so I can't move.
On that September afternoon, 5 bullets would tear through his body. He would survive. Tiffany.
Hey man, RIP though, like, hey man, what the fuck? Remember I tell y'all though, don't take my laughing as disrespect. Like I'm gonna laugh through some shit, like regardless. So please don't. What the
He would
fuck?
not. Unit 47, we have multiple gunshots fired. Linmore Drive. Caller states juvenile running through neighborhood with firearm. 3 children would lose their mother. A grandmother would bury her daughter. And investigators would struggle with one haunting question. What makes a 14-year-old boy with no criminal record pick up a gun and destroy his own family? Welcome to True Crime Anatomy. Thank you to my amazing
Let's
subscribers.
get
May
to
your
it,
families
True.
always stay safe.
Shout out True, man. Go show them some love though. Make sure you show me love first though. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, all that, and then you know what I'm saying?
One purpose, her children. At 39 years old, she worked long shifts at Bayshore
Fine shit, right? Yo, where that fine shit came from, bro? Like, yeah, bro, fine shit. Now it's all about fine shit.
Convalescent Center, caring for elderly patients who needed round-the-clock attention.
God damn.
But her real job began when she came home. Lakendra, her oldest daughter, had just told her she was
I need to stop smoking out the tank, man. This shit gas. You hear me?
pregnant. Tiffany was going to be a grandmother. Devon McGriff, her middle child, was finding his way through adolescence. And then there was Adim Berry, 14 years old, her youngest. 3 children, 3 different fathers, one exhausted mother trying to hold it all together. On Facebook, Tiffany's posts painted a picture of a woman under pressure. August 2023. God, I ask you to heal my household, to keep me and my
Actually, to have one for to keep me in my kids, keep doing this, keep going no weapon formed against me, and no shit.
kids safe. Keep giving me the strength to keep going, not letting nothing stop me. God, thank you for letting me know that no weapon formed against me and my children shall prosper. A prayer for protection. From what? Or from whom? Her friends saw a different Tiffany, the woman who took in kids from the neighborhood when they had nowhere to go, who shared whatever food she had, who never said no when someone needed help.
Man, stop playing. That's a whole gangster, nigga. That's a whole thug, bro. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about, bro? That's a whole gangster, man.
I realized people never loved me for me, she wrote. It was just the way I
Before me, it was just the way I showed up for them, the way I held them down. and had that back the way I came through when everyone else did. I just want those people to know it's in me. I was raised up to be this way. I become this person because I always wanted a person like me. I became this person because I've always wanted a person like me. This goes for family, friends, relationship, etc. Right? How you say that? Am I saying that right? So I'm really loving that I can be used, but I won't be abused. You can share me of everything, and I'm still be on that one. And once you lose me forever. I really dislike being good to the wrong people. So before the year out, I want a lot of people to know it's no love lost, but you never get close to me again. No. She crying for help, bro.
I showed up for them, the way I held them down and had their back, the way I came through when everyone else didn't. She was tired of being used. You can strip me of everything, and it must still be that one. And once you lose me forever.
Shit.
But her children, that was different. My kid will never feel left out because people show favoritism. That's why I keep mines with me, and I'll fall out with whoever about mines. One post stands out now, knowing what would happen. I want my children to always know, if the relationship ain't working, come home. If the bills become overwhelming, come home. If you feel unsafe, come home. If something don't feel right, come home. She wrote those words for her children. She never imagined one of them would be the reason she couldn't keep that promise. Enter Cortevious Cruz, known in Riverview's hip-hop scene as AQL. They'd been dating for 1 month. Just 1 month. Cruz represented something different in Tiffany's life. He made music, performed at local venues, had his own following. In his lyrics, he rapped about street life. My gun on my waist first before my shoe. For a single mother who'd been struggling alone, maybe he offered excitement, companionship, someone to share the load. But introducing a new man into a household with 3 children is never simple. Lakendra was old enough to have her own life, preparing for motherhood. But the boys, Devon and Adim, they were still at home, still watching their mother, still adjusting to this stranger in their space. Cruz would later tell investigators he tried to bond with the kids. He and Adim would watch TV together. Normal stuff. Trying to find common ground. 1 month, 4 weeks, 30 days. That's all the time they had before everything exploded. Saturday morning in Summerfield subdivision started like any other. The Florida heat was already building by 10 a.m. Neighbors mowing lawns, kids riding bikes. Inside the house on Linmore Drive, Cortevious Cruz sat on the couch with Adim Berry, just watching TV.
Boy smoking big blunt. Nah, that's not a gorilla finger right there. Hey man, I ain't whistling on my weed like that, but I don't give a fuck. I think that shit, niggas do that shit to look cool. That's all I need right here, boy. That right there, that's too blunt for me. Fuck all that.
2 people trying to coexist in the same space. Tiffany was home. It was her day off from the convalescent center, a rare chance to rest, to be with her family. Cruz would later describe the moment everything changed. He and Adim were sitting there, eyes on the screen, when suddenly the 14-year-old's entire demeanor shifted. He started staring off into space, looking at me, but he wasn't actually looking at me. Have you ever seen that? When someone's eyes go vacant? When they're physically present but mentally somewhere else entirely? Cruz asked him, "Are you okay?" No response. Adim just sat there, staring through him like he wasn't even there. Then, without a word, without any explanation, Adim stood up and walked out of the room. Cruz stayed on the couch. Maybe he thought the kid just needed space. Maybe he didn't want to push. After all, he'd only been dating Tiffany for a month. What authority did he have to question her son? The house was quiet. Tiffany was in another room. Devon was home too. A typical Saturday afternoon in September. Nobody could have imagined that within minutes, 2 people would be shot. Cortevious Cruz waited. It was the last normal moment any of them would ever have. The TV was still playing when Adim Berry walked back into the room. This time, he wasn't empty-handed. Cortevius Cruz looked up from the couch and saw the gun. No warning, no words, no chance to react. He came back and started shooting me. The first bullet tore through Cruz's hand as he instinctively raised it to protect himself. The second hit his other hand. The third caught his shoulder. The fourth struck his jaw. The fifth buried itself in his leg. 5 shots, 5 wounds. And Adim kept pulling the trigger. The sound of gunfire inside a house is deafening. It echoes off walls, rings in your ears, leaves you disoriented. But Tiffany Harris heard it clearly. A mother knows the difference between firecrackers and gunshots. She knows when her children are in danger. Tiffany burst into the room to find her boyfriend bleeding on her couch and her 14-year-old son holding the weapon. What?
He killed him?
It echoes off walls, rings in your ears. Came back and started shooting me. Cortevius Cruz looked up. The TV was still playing when Adim Berry walked back into the room. This time, he wasn't empty-handed. Cortevius Cruz looked up from the couch and saw the gun. No warning, no words, no chance to react. He came back and started shooting me. The first bullet tore through Cruz's hand as he instinctively raised it to protect himself. The second hit his other hand. The third caught his shoulder. The fourth struck his jaw. The fifth buried itself in his leg. 5 shots, 5 wounds. And Adim kept pulling the trigger. The sound of gunfire inside a house is deafening. It echoes off walls, rings in your ears, leaves you disoriented. But Tiffany Harris heard it clearly. A mother knows the difference between firecrackers and gunshots. She knows when her children are in danger. Tiffany burst into the room to find her boyfriend bleeding on her couch and her 14-year-old
My bad.
It echoes off walls, rings in your ears, leaves you disoriented. But Tiffany Harris heard it clearly. A mother knows the difference between firecrackers and gunshots. She knows when her children are in danger. Tiffany burst into the room to find her boyfriend bleeding on her couch and her 14-year-old son holding the weapon. What happened next would define her final moments as a mother. She didn't run. She didn't scream. She didn't save herself. Tiffany Harris threw herself at her son and wrestled for the gun. Devon McGriff heard the commotion from his room. His older brother heard their mother struggling, heard the gunshots, and made a choice that would haunt him forever. He came out to help. What he saw was his 14-year-old brother and his mother fighting over a gun. The wrestling match was brief. Tiffany was strong. She moved patients at the convalescent center every day, but Adim had youth and adrenaline. Sheriff Chad Chronister would later describe what happened. The older brother alleged to police he saw the 14-year-old shoot their mother. 1 shot, that's all it took. Tiffany Harris fell. Adim then turned the gun toward Devon, his own brother, the boy he'd grown up with, shared a home with, called family. Devon ran. In the chaos that followed, 3 people made 3 different choices. Devon McGriff escaped the house, running for his life, convinced his brother would kill him next. Cortevius Cruz, somehow still conscious despite 5 gunshot wounds, dragged himself off the couch. Blood pouring from his jaw, his hands mangled, his leg barely supporting him, he stumbled toward the door.
Well, Cortevius Cruz tells me he only dated Tiffany Harris for about a month before this tragedy took place, but he says Harris was a loving, caring, and selfless mom of 3 and was about to be a grandmom to her daughter's first child.
Oh man, I'm sorry that you had to go through this. I'm sorry that Adim is going through what he's going through.
Tonight, that's Cortevius Cruz's message to Tiffany Harris, a Riverview.
So hold on. So y'all know I didn't watch the video. You know what I'm saying? Prior to doing this live, right? So let me get this right. He was dating a mother of 3, right, for like a month. That's why I'm not getting what happened to between that time, like that 1 month for the kid to snap like that. I didn't even know, like, bro, I really thought it was gonna be done between the dude and the mom. I didn't know like the kid did that shit, bro. Like I'm still trying to process that.
Your mom gone too soon. Deputies tell us her son, 14-year-old Adeem Berry, shot and killed her. He's also accused of shooting Cruz at least 5 times.
It was a dagger because she was so good to me, and it hurted me even more because I felt like she probably got hit because she was trying to save me.
He showed us where he was shot, leaving behind physical scars on his hands, jaw, shoulder, and leg, and emotional scars. A day constantly replaying in his head.
Me and him sat in the living room watching TV. He just like started staring into space and looking at me, but it's like he wasn't looking at me, but he was looking at me.
Cruz says the teen disappeared into another room.
And he just came back, started shooting me. His mom came out screaming, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And she grabs him with the gun. That gave me time to get out the house.
Cruz
Oh shit. Damn, bro. Hey man, like, damn.
collapsed in the driveway.
I wake up maybe 2 or 3 days later, he would tell reporters, and I'm looking at the news that night. I see there's a 14-year-old boy who's killed his mother, and I noticed it was my situation, and I found out that she had died. But in that moment, he didn't know Tiffany's fate. He just knew he had to survive. Cruz made it to a neighbor's house, leaving a trail of blood across the Summerfield subdivision. The neighbor who opened the door found a man who should have been dead, shot in the face, begging for help. And Adeem, the 14-year-old boy who had just destroyed his family, he walked outside 4:17 p.m. The first 911 call comes in. There's a boy running through the neighborhood with a gun. 4:08 p.m. Another call. Multiple shots fired on Linmore Drive. We need help now. 4:19 p.m. A third caller, voice shaking. I can see him from my window. He's just a kid. He's waving the gun around. The Summerfield.
What the fuck happened to him? Like, you was on drugs or something? Like,
Subdivision transformed from a quiet Saturday afternoon into a war zone. Parents grabbed their children and ran inside. Doors locked, blinds drawn. Everyone watching through windows as Adeem Berry walked down their street, gun in hand. But he wasn't hunting anyone else. The neighbors who watched him said the same thing. He kept putting the gun to his own head. A 14-year-old boy who had just killed his mother now wanted to kill himself. The first deputy to spot Adeem Berry faced an impossible situation. A juvenile with a gun, already a killer, now suicidal, in a residential neighborhood full of families. The body camera footage tells the story better than words ever could.
I don't want to hurt you, bro. I do not want to shoot you. Put it down. You don't want to end it this way. You don't want to end it this way, brother. I promise you. Whatever happened today, it can be fixed. Don't pull the trigger. Put it down. Adeem, put it down, buddy. Don't do it, man. Put it down.
he's the one screaming back. I think that's him screaming back.
All the way up in the air. Keep walking toward me. Keep walking toward me. Adeem, come on, buddy. Don't retreat. Come back this way. Come toward me, man. Come toward me.
Damn, shout out the cop though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't see really like trying to, you know what I mean? Not hurt him.
Gun is only out because I don't know what you're going to do. When you get to over here, I'm going to have you, listen to me, I'm going to have you lay down on the ground, and my gun is going in my holster, I promise you. If you will walk toward me, keep your hands up, Adeem. Keep your hands up. Don't go back toward that thing, man. Walk toward me with your hands up. I'm going to walk you through every process. Please don't pick that back up. Please don't. Hey, one person talking. Please don't pick that back up. I got you. I got you, dog. I'm telling you, I got you. Listen to how this will go. If you'll walk out to me with your hands up in the air, when you get to about right here, I'm going to have you lay down on the ground. My gun is going in the holster. Bet that. It's going in the holster. Don't pick it up, Adeem. Don't do it, buddy. You made such a good choice putting it down, bro. Just leave it on the ground, Adeem. Walk all the way out. All the way. Keep coming. Keep coming to me. Keep coming to me. Keep coming. I'm going to tell you when to stop. Keep coming to me, bud. Keep coming. Keep coming. Come on. You're good, bro. You're good. You're good. Keep walking toward me. Adeem, don't do it, bud. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on. Keep coming toward me. Keep coming toward me. The pavement's going to be hot. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you lay down in the grass. 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 Watch. Lay all the way down. My gun is going in its holster. Somebody's got cover.
That was good police work. You know what I mean? Yeah, he showed that he cared. Like, he showed that, like, he didn't want to hurt him. But one thing you can trust on me, I always hit shit, right? You see how, like, when he putting his gun back, what did he say to the other officer? Somebody take cover. Make sure I keep that gun on this crazy motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what he's saying. Like, but that was dope though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Hey, I was all the way down. Have we exfilled from that house? How old are you, boy? 14. Who did you shoot?
Cancel aviation. Aviation on channel 1066.
Who'd you shoot?
Is that blood? Is that blood? Like, look at his socks.
That's we got 1066.
Look at me, my eyeball.
Oh, maybe that's the color.
I don't have a clue what just happened in there. We're gonna find out, right?
Yeah, that's
You
a
made
blood.
whatever choices you made. That's the best choice you made all day. Thank you.
Sheriff Chad Chronister would later praise his deputies. In 16 minutes, they prevented one more family from planning a funeral.
Everyone, the scene behind me is one that nightmares are made of, and that is extremely heartbreaking. So let me try to describe how we got to this point to now. A little after 4 p.m., our communications center starts receiving several 911 emergency calls here in the Summerfield subdivision in the Riverview area. One of the first ones we received was from a neighbor who said that there was a male who fled his house and he'd been shot several times. At the same time, we received a 911 call that there was a young black male who was running through the subdivision waving a firearm, and at one point even putting the firearm up to his head. Deputies immediately respond on scene. They come into contact with this young male and immediately begin to de-escalate the situation. When I tell you that these deputies de-escalated this situation over a 16-minute negotiation, their de-escalation was textbook. Absolutely set the example on how de-escalation should exist. They were calm, they were collective, there was no yelling, and they established a rapport with this young male who at least 6 times continued to put the firearm to his head, threatening to commit.
But for Tiffany Harris, it was already too late. The booking photo showed a 14-year-old boy who looked even younger. Adeem Berry had no criminal record, not even a school suspension. Nothing in his past that would explain why he picked up a gun on September 16th. Detective work starts with the basics. Who was this kid? Hillsborough County investigators pulled school records from Riverview High. Average grades, no disciplinary issues. Teachers described him as quiet. Not the class clown, not the troublemaker. Just there. Friends? A few. Close ones? Hard to say. The digital search began immediately. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, wherever teenagers live their online lives. But Adeem's presence was minimal. No angry posts, no threats, no warning signs that screamed future killer.
Damn. Yeah, that is... Bro, that's kind of interesting, though. What the fuck?
The house on Linmore Drive became a crime scene. Evidence technicians photographed every room, cataloged every item. They found a normal home. Family photos on the walls, dishes in the sink, laundry waiting to be folded. And somewhere in that normal home, Adeem had found a gun. Florida doesn't require gun registration. No permit needed to own one. In fact, state law forbids the government from maintaining any list or registry of privately owned guns or their owners. Just cash and an ID if you buy from a store. Less than that if you buy from a friend. Investigators interviewed neighbors first. What did they know about the Harris family? Tiffany was always helping people. Those kids seemed fine. Never any trouble before. The same story over.
Yeah, I want to know what happened. Like, yo, the way they crap, like, they talking about this kid is like, this kid is just like an angel type shit.
And over. A regular family in a regular neighborhood until the day they weren't. But investigators kept pushing. When did Cortevious Cruz enter the picture? How did the kids react? About a month ago, one neighbor recalled, saw him around more often. A month, 4 weeks for a family dynamic to shift.
Was it about the stepdad? He didn't like the stepdad, like, cause shit like that happened.
4 weeks for tensions to build. 4 weeks for a 14-year-old to decide his mother's new boyfriend had to die. Except that wasn't the plan, or was it? 3 days after the shooting, Cortevious Cruz opened his eyes in Tampa General Hospital. 5 bullets in his body, jaw wired shut, hands wrapped in bandages, machines beeping around him. The doctors told him straight, "We don't know how you're still alive."
And you can see like his spirit's still up though. Shout out that boy though, man. That's crazy.
When he could finally speak, Cruz told his story. The TV, the staring, the sudden violence. Cruz returned to music when he could. His first freestyle after recovery didn't talk about the streets anymore. It talked about survival, about second chances.
Yeah, bitch, I'm back, bitch. Took them 5 shots like a G and I'm back. Y'all thought I was dead? Nah, nigga. Hey, I know you like my moves, baby. AQL be going crazy. I done lost it all and got it back. That shit ain't never phased me. Your man can take a pound and break it down because he too lazy. Niggas at Stouts can't come around because they too shady.
Meanwhile, Teresa Harris planned her daughter's funeral. She was a light. Everybody loved her. She didn't have much, but with what she had, she did a lot. Teresa held her pregnant granddaughter Lakendra as they said goodbye. The baby inside her would never meet the grandmother who was so excited to hold them. But Teresa had questions. Hard ones. Little kids are getting a hold of guns. I know we can't change these gun laws, but everybody needs to be held responsible for not keeping them in safe places. Where did Adim get the gun? Who left it where a 14-year-old could find it? These questions haunted her. Devon McGriff, the brother who watched it happen, couldn't bring himself to speak publicly.
I don't like that though, bro. Whoa, the gun, wherever the gun was, the gun didn't walk to you, like jump in your hand and you know what I'm saying, force you to shoot somebody, bro. Like, owning gun don't have nothing to do with what, you know what I'm saying, respectfully. That shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. Like, I feel like everybody should own a gun. Not everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker that would snap like that at any moment, like, don't need to be around no gun. Cause gun, you gotta be real responsible, like, to own guns, bro. Like, that shit not a toy, you know what I mean? And y'all see what happened when you got young kids running around like thinking that shit a toy. Motherfucker thinking they're in a game, like, you know what I'm saying? But that shit not supposed to be there. So yeah, I mean, respectfully, I don't agree. Like, when every time some shit like that happen, you know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to go deeper, like, to the problem, like, okay, yo, what happened? Why the kid snap? Like, what? Now you talking about, like, nah, man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nobody owning guns and shit like that. That's why I keep making them people like fucking up the law. Like, right now, yeah, come on, man.
Some trauma runs too deep for words. In Florida, children as young as 14 can be tried as adults for murder. But prosecutors face...
Because I know in Florida right now, like, you can own a gun as long as you're not a felon. You know what I'm saying? You can have that shit. I mean, there's way around it. Like, you gotta know how to, you know what I'm saying, to have it with you, like, not to get in trouble. But when they start doing shit like that, now y'all trying to have them people going back on that gun law where, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't got nothing to do with guns, but we need to find out, like, what happened with the kid, like, why he snapped on the stepdad, like, it could just been like pure hate, because not every step kids like their step. You know what I'm saying? Parents, like, you know what I mean. So
Faced a choice. Adult court meant potential life in prison. Juvenile court meant rehabilitation until age 21. A child who killed his mother. A teenager who tried to murder her boyfriend. A son who pointed a gun at his brother. But also, a 14-year-old with no prior record. A kid who tried to kill himself after. The community split. Facebook groups argued both sides. He's a baby. He needs help, not prison. He killed his own mother. Lock him up forever. State attorney's office had to weigh it all. Authorities charged 14-year-old Adeem Berry with second-degree murder for killing his mother, Tiffany Harris, and attempted first-degree murder for shooting her boyfriend multiple times. He also faces aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. At just 14, he's now facing adult.
do y'all believe in people like being possessed? Right, it's a serious question. Like, if you're watching this, let me know in the comment. Do y'all believe in people being possessed?
Charges, and a future that may never see freedom again. Think about your own community, your own schools, your own families. Are there teenagers struggling in silence, parents missing warning signs, guns within reach of children who shouldn't have them? What changes would you support to prevent the next Tiffany Harris from dying at the hands of her own child? A GoFundMe page appeared within days. Help the Harris family through this tragedy. The description was
Advice I would tell any baby mama is like having step parents around that, you know what I'm saying, that kid. Yeah, I feel like y'all gotta watch the signs for real. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be signs. Just because you're in love with that person, because you gotta understand, because y'all women love saying that anyway. Like, yo, I'm a package. You know what I'm saying? Any single like mother out there, like, the moment you start talking to them, like, oh, I'm a package, I come. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just go off like you go fuck with just anybody and then your kid don't like that person. That shit not gonna work. That shit not gonna work. You can't just force. You know what I'm saying? That kid probably still dealing with the feeling of not knowing, you know what I'm saying, that dad or their mom. Well, since we're talking about this story, that dad like not in their life, they probably still dealing with that, right? And now you bring somebody around. Yeah, you in love with that person, but that kid, like that child, like don't feel like that. I know, like, a parent's gonna be like, man, fuck all that. Like, it's whoever I bring around. Like, you a kid, yeah, all that, but shit like that can happen. Yeah, not every kid's gonna snap, like, pull out a gun and start shooting everybody, but shit like that do happen though. So my advice to whoever out there, like, you know what I'm saying, could be in that type of situation, you gotta be mindful of how your kid feel about the person you messing with. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's fucked up, but I feel like if there's really no feeling, like no connection between your kid and that person, it's really in your best interest to just call it off. I mean, people stay around like, oh nah, like chances, like, oh nah, shaking, nah, bro. Like, if you see like deep down, like there's no connection there, but like it's best because shit like that do happen, bro. Like, and it's sad, it's fucked up, but hey, man, it is what it is, man. I bet I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one though, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe though, man. Fuck with your boy, man. That shit free. You dig what I'm saying? And we gonna keep them coming. You feel me? Let's see what else. What else can we look up right quick?
simple. Funeral costs, support for LaKendra and Devon, basic
shit.
needs while they figured out life without.
That's another one right here, but I don't know if y'all can see it. That shit says she picked she picked him up from prison, and days later she was found. Well, we don't. She was found dead. That is crazy. That is a crazy one. Yeah, we're doing that one for sure. We're doing that one. Let's do that one right now. Right now. It's early. It's Tuesday. Shout out everybody working. Shout out everybody like doing what they need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Then again, before I start the other video, what did I say, bro? Most of them videos, bro, like look at the type. Look at the type of woman we're dealing with, the type of man. Like, we're not judging nobody, bro. Like, everybody, like, you got free will to do whatever you want to do. Like, pick the type of lifestyle you want to pick. Like, that's not what we're doing, right? I want y'all to keep that in mind, though. All them videos, like, look at the type. You feel me? No disrespect. They're all beautiful, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? In their own way. You feel me? I'm gonna catch you in the next one though. Like, let's do it, man. Let's stop playing, dog. Should I roll up now, though?